everybody, it's all. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a lovely day. Because this is the week running up to Valentine's Day, today I am going to be doing a drugstore Valentine's makeup look. So all the products that you see are all budget friendly and available from Superdrug, Boots and online. With that being said, let's get right into today's video. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting on my foundation. And the foundation that I have chose to get back on for today's video is this, the Rimmel Match Perfection. The shade that I wear is the number 100 Ivory. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop a little bit on my hand. And then I'm going to be using my fingers to apply this all over my face. This is a really nice foundation because it is an invisible coverage, so it doesn't look too cakey. And this is great, it will act as a great base for putting on the rest of my makeup. And it'll give you a nice flawless canvas. I cannot believe we are on the run up to Valentine's already. So after today's video we will have some love songs coming on Wednesday and Friday. The first one that I'll be doing on Wednesday will be Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis Presley. And this will be a nice one to do because it is a classic one. And it's a lot of people's wedding songs as well. And it is probably something that I would use as I might use that as my sign in the registry song. So this is giving me a bit of an idea. Okay, so now that I've done my foundation, I'm now going to move on to concealer, and you guys know how much I love this. It's my trusty Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I wear the shade number 15. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be popping this under my eyes, on the corners of my nose, and anywhere else where I might have a bit of a pimple. Sorry. And to blend that in, I'm going to be using a Real Techniques XP concealer brush. This is a mini version to the XP face brush. In the spring, I will have a brush collection video coming on my channel, so at least I'll be able to talk you through my favourite brushes and what purposes I use them for. I am going to take a little bit of concealer onto my eyelids, so at least it acts as a primer for when I put on the eyeshadow shortly. I absolutely love the coverage of this because it is a nice Cult Beauty concealer. It was only $6.99 in Boots, so at least you are getting a really good budget friendly concealer, and it is great for covering things like under eye circles and any redness that we have on the corners of our noses, which we all have, so at least you're not alone in this. Okay, it's now time to powder my face, so I'm now going to go in with this powder that I've got here, and the lid is actually cracked. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in the shade Transparent Lightweight Powder with Natural Minerals. Up to 8 hours wear. Once I finish today's video, I might tape the lid back together, and then I'm going to be going in with a Real Techniques powder brush. I love this brush so much because you do get a lot of coverage over a large area, and at least it's something I can take on the go if I needed to touch up with the powder. Another great powder that I would definitely recommend, I might do that in my next makeup video, is the Body Shop all-in-one base face powder. So I used that on prom night and it worked absolute wonders, so at least this will do just as good a job for setting my under on. I will say I am a bit of a preference to pressed powder as opposed to loose powder, because at least you don't have to worry about this just going all over my carpet and it ends up just making a really big mess. Now that my face is set, I'm going to go on to a little bit of bronzer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Bourjois powder in the shade number 51. This is like the chocolate bronzer. I absolutely love the colour of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of this on a brush that I got from Claire's Accessories, and then I'm just applying this to my main cheek area, and I'm going to be just putting this on the corners of my forehead. And it's now time for blush. So since we are sticking with the Bourjois theme, and it's actually Bourjois Paris, which ironically enough is the city of love, which is very appropriate for today's video, I'm now going to be going in with this Golden Rose Pot in shade number 34, and to apply that I am using a brush from Real Techniques. I absolutely love this one. This is a great replacement for my MAC Cherry Blossom one, because I have hit pan on that one, which I'm really sad about because it's one of my favourite ones, although it has lasted me quite a long time, so at least this will act as a great replacement pick-me-up if I needed something with a little bit of highlighter in. I'm not going to go in with any highlighter today because I feel like there was already some in the blusher. Okay, now that my face is done, I'm going to be going in with a little bit of this Kiko Velvet Touch Creamy Blush Stick just underneath here, just to add a pop of colour to my face. And then I'm going to go back in with the Claire's brush just to blend. Now that my face is done, it is now time to move on to eyes. Because I'm making this Valentine's date night inspired look, I'm going to go for something that I tend to go for a lot on a night out, which is like a brownie kind of look, because I'm normally one that wants to go bronzes or golds. Now to do that, I'm going to be using this Visage Fabulous palette. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking this colour here. And this is one of my favourite golden colours as well, and I absolutely love this palette because, as promised, I would do a tutorial with you guys after the Visage Kajuna review and first impressions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a base shadow brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to take this colour here, and I'm going to be popping this all over my eyelid. And I am going to be taking this a little bit of the socket to blend out and give it some definition. I'm also going to take this golden champagne colour here, and I'm going to lay that pretty much on top of what we just done, and this will give a really nice glittery finish. This is actually the palette that I wore when I went to see Bradley Simpson back in November, and I am really excited for his new album to come out on the 1st of March, and I will be doing a full review and first impressions to it of what I think of it. Right then, now to add a little bit of definition and a bit of a matte like definition here, I'm going to go in with this one here using another Real Techniques base shadow brush, and I'm going to be applying this to the outer V of my crease area. And then with a Deluxe crease brush, I'm going to be using that just to blend out the edges to make them appear softer. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of a shimmery white just to apply on top and to lighten the outer part of my eye. Now that my eye makeup is done, it is now time to move on to mascara. I'm not going to go on with any eyeliner because I feel like I want to make the glitter and the lifts more of the focus for today's look. Now for my mascara, and this is the one that I have recently done a first impressions on, and it is the Rimmel Extra Super Lash Mascara, and I absolutely love this brush applicator as well, so at least I'm not worried about like stabbing myself in the eye, because I have done that before and it bloody hurts. And then I'm just going to take a little bit more concealer just to clean up any glitter that has fallen. And the last finishing touch we are going to do for this look is lips, and now I'm going to be going in with a absolute classic. This is a Rimmel Lasting Finish lipstick. This was from the Kate Moss line. This is in the shade 107, which is a beautiful dark red. And there you have it, guys. That is my finished look for Valentine's Day. For any year that you want to do. I was going to say for this year, but you could always go back to this if you wanted to watch this in a couple of years' time. I absolutely love how this has came out, especially because I promised you guys I would use the Visage Katie Ellie Fabulous palette, and I absolutely love the glitter pigments on here. I might do a full review and tutorial on this like I did with the coffee palette, so at least you can get an array of looks with this shadow. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit the notification bell so you're the first to hear of any new content. Let's make the final push for 200 subscribers. I would really love to go into February and March with 200 subscribers and then onwards and upwards to the next one. If you enjoyed this, be sure to comment below and subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon for another video. Thanks for watching.